Alright, so I've soldered the reset switch of the Model 3 keyboard to the run pins on the Raspberry Pi, which should reset it, hopefully. Installed two power supplies, one for the monitor, the CRT, and one for the Raspberry Pi. Also installed a speaker and an amplifier. There's a whole lot of cabling, and installed two fans, which should hopefully keep everything kind of nice and cool, hopefully. It's not too easy trying to find a faceplate for an old 5.5 inch full height hard drive. Uh, Basically, you have to buy the hard drive itself to get the faceplate, and the cheapest is like 30 or 40 bucks. Well, so I decided, well, I'll just make my own. The tough part is trying to find the plastic that'll match up with the old plastic on the Model 3. But here I found some. Hot glued an LED in there. Got a resistor for it. So that's about what it will look like mounted in. Of course, you won't see these little edges here, hopefully. And where I found this plastic at, well, you know, some DVD cases are really good for this. Sorry, John. So here is the TRS-80 Model 3 computer finally done. Just the microphone a little bit. So it's got the original CRT, original keyboard, original case. I did not modify the case in any way, except I did hot glue the face plates here, which I think it's an appropriate look for what it would look like, almost, in the 80s. Now, hard drives back then, 5.5 inch full height hard drives, the faceplates had like a little horizontal vent going all the way across it. So it doesn't have that, but if I had a 3D printer it would. But I think I got the texture of the faceplates right. It matches the other plastic that's on the computer. Reset button's hooked up, of course power switch. So green power, red activity light. Pretty cool. Let's see. This is some of the sound capabilities that I had back in the 80s, which amazes me. Pretty cool. And of course resets the computer. course, not be complete without playing the one, the only Zork. So I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. I think I've preserved the appearance of the machine while upgrading its capabilities. So, and you know, I thought about running an SD card extension out here and doing all that, but I kind of like the clean look it's got, and it's I mean, it kind of looks original, you know. So I hate to mess that up, but I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But for right now, I'm going to call this done, and I like it. I'm glad I went this route, because otherwise I was going to have to try to figure out how to get software on it. I would have to get a PC that had a 5¼ inch floppy on it, and either that PC had to be able to get on the internet, or had to have like a USB port on it, and then, you know, get the TRS-80 games on it, and then write to the 5¼ inch floppy, and then, you know, play it on this. And there's also an SD card solution for this machine, but I had a Raspberry Pi, you know, and so why not just use it, because that's the computer, it's all the software, all in one shot, you know. So the only, you know, the only roadblocks were, you know, trying to figure out how to get the Raspberry Pi to output to the original CRT, and how to use the original keyboard. And those stumbling blocks weren't too much of a challenge. I mean, it was a challenge, but it wasn't a showstopper. So I'm glad that I went this route. That is all for this video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. If you want to support this channel, go to my Patreon page. You can comment and let me know how you hate this, how I should have kept it original and all that stuff. But I'm glad I didn't, you know. And I did not want to use the disk drive faceplates, because I wanted to keep those with those disk drives. I didn't want to, you know, the disk drives are working. They need to be cleaned. They need to be oiled, but you know, they're fine, and I'll probably you know, pass them along to somebody that wants to restore, you know, a Model 4 or a Model 3 or whatever, you know, and they can use them. But yeah, I didn't want to. I want to keep them intact, because I'm sure there's machines out there that they need the main circuit, they need the main CPU board, they need disk drives, they may need a power supply. The power supply is working, but I know eventually I was going to have to replace the capacitors in it. So, alright, I will talk to you guys later. For more content, you can visit www.scottyanimations.com. There's a lot more stuff on there.